Hey, and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So the premium lockbox has returned. This is a lockbox you can only ever obtain when you buy a bundle of keys and then you obtain 20 mythic lockboxes with it. You can of course go and purchase those directly from other players, but they'll cost you a pretty penny. And ultimately, let's see if that's worth it at all. They've actually gone and updated the lockboxes. This is another version of them. You can see now they have a lot more guaranteed trade bars, much like we've seen with the recent improvement to our lockbox of lost knowledge. The ones before that, like the Myconid one, the Dragon Cult one, all didn't have these extra trade bar rewards. Those of you who aren't aware, trade bars gives you a ton of value by being able to spend it to obtain companion and mount upgrade tokens along with consumables like scrolls of life. You ideally want to wait until you have the discount event where you get 20% off, and you basically get 33% off upgrade tokens where you can buy each token for just 2 trade bars, and that's the cheapest way to get upgrade tokens quickly. You can of course play the game and grind it. So I've gone and obtained many of these Magnificent Resurgent lockboxes, in fact 250 of them, and we need to see if it's going to be worth opening them at all compared to similar lockboxes. Right now the Lost Box of Lost Knowledge is one we can compare against directly because it has the same progress tracker, it has this pretty much the same loot table here, excluding the top few rewards there. You can see the top rewards here aren't really evident other than a epic pack here, and another one here, and another one here. This one being for mounts, this one being for companions, and then this one being for some artifacts. And they are all epic quality, so you gotta upgrade them at least twice to get to mythic. So pretty expensive when you could just open the current lockbox and get an account-wide mount and companion, which you don't have to upgrade at all. So let's dive into opening this lockbox. We've got 250 of them here, and let's see what kind of return we are getting in terms of rewards. Is it going to be dropping the updated amounts of trade bars now? Let's have a look. Now it's going to have these guaranteed rewards. I don't think I started out on 0 opened, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, you can see you're getting those guaranteed rewards when you get to those progress points. We are definitely getting some extra trade bars there than you normally would. We get to like 50 opened and we obtain that guaranteed companion, and we just got, yeah, like it's utterly random what you get in terms of companions and mounts. You can get some good ones, you can get some bad ones. Like right here, the giant toad is a pretty solid one. That'll probably sell for a decent amount. The mythic bag, and overall, yeah, this lockbox does seem to have the improved trade bar drop rates, so that's very good to see. But ultimately, it's not a lockbox I recommend anybody opening. I do not recommend buying keys from the Zen market, full stop. So there's no need to buy this pack. I guess you could turn a profit by buying the keys, getting the keys if you really wanted to buy keys, and then selling the mythic lockboxes. Yes, that's an option. I don't know why people would buy these lockboxes off the auction house for like 300k for 10 of them. But people seem to be doing it, and I don't know why, again, people would buy these. They're just not any better than what you currently have. We currently have too many trade bars, so that's good to see. We obtained currently 8,600 trade bars after just opening 150, I believe. No, we opened 130. So that's not bad, all things considered. This update was desperately needed. Like, I've been going on for quite a while with those other lockboxes. If you saw my past video on this lockbox going over it, yeah, I was calling it utter garbage. At least now it is viable to open. I wouldn't say it's viable in terms of its top tier rewards, as the top tier rewards are only those epic packs. The epic companion, epic mount, and epic artifact pack. Yes, they have some useful rewards within them. We'll go over them. but nothing that I would deem worth opening this lockbox, as we can check the prices as soon as we get to 250 of those things in the lockbox, and you can see that, yeah, they're not going to be comparable with getting a mythic mount or companion. So we open 250 here, and there we obtain our guaranteed bonus reward of the Magnificent Mythic Pack. And the unfortunate thing is you cannot obtain this Magnificent Mythic Pack anywhere in between. You have to actually open 250 of these boxes to obtain it. So if you're considering opening this lockbox at all, you have to open 250 to make back any value. Because the good thing about that Magnificently Mythic Pack is the rewards that come from it. And in particular, the golden companions. Now, we have this pack in our inventory just here. I had one before from opening them. And yeah, again, from here, the best things to obtain is way down the bottom, the golden companions. You want to have the golden bullet for a healer with the outgoing healing bonus. You wouldn't use them as summoned. As augments, they're pretty terrible, to be honest, in the current setup of the game. And then the Deep Crow is best in slot for tanks with the awareness. Again, not as summoned, just for this power. And then the Golden Cat, best in slot for DPS. Well, most builds for, again, its offensive power. And it's actually not just an offensive power. It can go in defense, utility, or offense. And that's the benefit of all of these. They can go in any of your companion slots. So if you're running like a tank build, you would have that then your awareness thrown in your offensive slot. If you're running a DPS, you'll have the Golden Cat potentially in your utility, as the rest of the slots will be filled with these 4 companions. They're currently the best in slot for like every single DPS. And the Golden Cat could go here, depending on the build. It's not that important. Like, I'm running a different one. I'm running the Alchemist. That is because also a wizard has the benefit of Forte providing combat advantage, so easier to cap that stat. So ultimately, those golden companions are not going to be worth opening this pack, in my opinion, and neither is any of the other stuff here. You can check and compare prices on the auction house. We can have a look for those golden companions specifically. Golden companions, type in golden here, and we can find them. We have our golden goat, 8 million, golden cat, 8.9 million, and golden bullet, 9.2 million. So if you can sell them at that, yeah, you might be able to return a profit with regards to the keys you spend and the amount you spend on getting these packs, but I don't really think so, to be honest. Without any discounts, you'd have to buy this pack 12.5 times. That's 25,000 Zen just for the rewards it can offer, and that is not at all worth it when you can buy those lockboxes of like the newest type, lockbox of lost knowledge, for 150 astral diamonds per box, and then spend your keys on that instead. It's still going to give you all of the trade bars that are really good, and ultimately mythic account-wide mounts and companions with a chance of, whenever you open it, to obtain it. Well, yeah, you could argue that you would just buy the bundle of keys anyway. You just buy it for the 20 keys, but I don't recommend it. I don't recommend buying keys whatsoever. Forget about this entire section of the Zen market and just get VIP. Every day you'll be able to claim a 1 key here, 1 enchanted key, and you save them up and then spend them on 1 lockbox and not on this lockbox. It's seriously overpriced. Like, again, you saw in the auction house there, it was over 300k just for 10 of them. It's ridiculous. I don't see why this lockbox has any reason to be mythic, to be premium, when it offers, yeah, you arguably worse loot than the current lockbox. Not that bad, but these epic packs, like here, all these mount ones, are at this point just fashion. You can get most of these epic mounts for much cheaper, and you can get legendary variants at already a pretty significant discount than ages ago. Like, legendary mounts have significantly plummeted in price. There's no need to get epic mounts anymore. Like, this used to be the cost of a normal epic mount, like 200k. Now it's legendary, and they're account wide, these. So don't go buying epic ones. And so this pack is kind of useless except for, let's say, the fashion of one or two if they're particularly expensive just for their visuals. But otherwise, yes, okay, in this lockbox you do have the ability to obtain the Companion pack. And the Companion pack, if I scan through there real quick, what's good? Well, the Tamed Velociraptor, the Pseudo Dragon, and yeah, the Owlbear Cup maybe, and Minsk. That's about it. The rest there are pretty underwhelming, at least with regards to the bonuses that they provide you. Again, if you're like a DPS player, you want kind of all these bonuses. So yes, the Tamed Raptor, but I would do the Reaper's Challenge and obtain an account-wide legendary version. Same with the Batiri, obtain a account-wide legendary version. The Neverwinter Night, if you don't have this, yeah, you might want the Golden Cat, you might want the Black Dragon Ion Stone, you might want something else that's going to give you offensive stats, because this damage bonus from the Neverwinter Night, it's kind of become locked behind events and battle passes and so on. And I believe you can buy the Neverwinter Night, but I wouldn't buy it for the price that people are trying to sell it at. This thing came on the Zen market, I believe, and you could buy it. And yeah, people are trying to sell it for 3.6 million. Ultimately, do not buy this lockbox. No. Yes, they updated it, they improved it, and now it's at least like competitive with regards to opening other lockboxes because of the amount of trade bars you now get. You're getting the equivalent amount of trade bars, but you have to be opening 250 of them to get any return. There's no chance for you to obtain the top tier reward of this pack with those mythic companions in it. You cannot obtain this pack. There's no chance to do so before opening 250. You get it guaranteed at 250, nowhere else. It doesn't drop as a chance here. You can see the drop rates of things in this lockbox as well via the tooltip just there, like a random insignia. Mythic is 1 in 200, so you'll most likely obtain one of those. Of course, you get your call mode as well. We didn't obtain any mythic insignia, and we did obtain like nearly 12,000 trade bars, so that's worth it on the trade bar side of things. Anyway, just wanted to go over the new update of this lockbox and let you guys know again, don't open this, don't buy this lockbox, please. It's not worth your Zen. Special thank you again to all of these channel members, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.